More and more people are becoming increasingly skeptical about the existence of climate change.
These so-called climate scientists are hoodwinking the entire world community.
There is no consensus. This is a myth.
The notion that man-made gases, anthropogenic gases, CO2, cause global warming is probably the greatest hoax ever perpetrated on the American people.
All of this garbage science has been a total fraud and a fake.
Well, here we go. The first eyeballs on the glacier, finally. Let's see what a couple years brings to us. It's been shooting the entire time. Fantastic. Here's the memory of the camera, and this is actually, that's an interesting thought. This is the memory of the landscape. That landscape is gone. It may never be seen again in the history of civilization, and it's stored right here. This is the memory of the landscape. That landscape is gone. It may never be seen again in the history of civilization, and it's stored right here. This is the memory of the landscape. That landscape is gone. It may never be seen again in the history of civilization, and it's stored right here. I think when we started out, the glacier was approximately right here. It might have been there, it might have been here, but it's in this zone somewhere. Look at this. In '05, you couldn't even look into the canyon back there. Look, it was all filled up to that point. And look how low it is now. That isn't even 2005. In 2007, just 2 years ago, you couldn't see any of that mountain ridge over there. The thing is deflated tremendously. I mean, I don't know what the number of feet is, but it's a lot. If I hadn't seen it in the pictures, I wouldn't believe it at all. When I saw that glacier dying, it was like, wow, you know, if a glacier that's been here for 30,000 years or 100,000 years is literally dying in front of my eyes, you're very aware of the fact that sometime you go out over the horizon and you don't come back.
Catch some big calving events, kilometer wide pieces of ice coming off of this massive glacier.
The Ilulissat Glacier is kind of like the mother of all glaciers in Greenland. It is the most productive glacier in the Northern Hemisphere. It's rumored that this is the glacier that put out the iceberg that sank the Titanic. It flows at 130 feet every day. This is a really, really huge fjord of ice, and it's about 5 miles wide.
That is massive.
I totally lost him. You see him still?
He's about to turn and go in front of the peninsula that we think's gonna go.
Oh, I see.
He's at the base of it.
What's up?
My boots are frozen. And I'm really tired.
And nothing happens for days and days and days. We called it glacier watching.
Because